judging the designers, because I'm a fanatic, I love watching the show, like, what makes a great designer? Because you guys have been doing so many different projects.
Well, in the case of Project Runway, it's speed, it's tenacity, and of course it's always innovation, and it's execution. If the work isn't beautifully executed, forget about it.
What about marketability? I mean, something has to be marketable, right?
Well, that's a good question, Elizabeth. Yes, I mean, I believe that, and what I love about American fashion is that we do look at it through a lens of commerce. If you can't sell it, who cares? So I'm a strong believer in marketability.
Originality, I would think that's very important.
Innovation, originality. I mean, you want something new. You don't want something that's been regurgitated.
But don't designers steal from each other all the time?
And in this nation, it's perfectly legal. We have no intellectual property for fashion designers.
And how come some designers, because you guys always talk about, you know, can a woman wear this? Because it seems like some designers make stuff and they hate women. They make it and we put it on. It's like, who designed this?
I have to tell you, Sherry, I agree with you. It's like, if you feel that way about this particular gender, why are you designing for this gender?
Trends that pop up. Like, we've always have trends that are going on. Like, and every woman's trying to, like, right now, all the spring trends, right? And every woman's like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be wearing right now.
Well, and there's some trends that just don't go away. Well, I have a big issue with capri pants. Forgive me, anyone out there who's wearing them. Because visually, they cut your leg off at a very unflattering place and make you look shorter. And every woman I know wants to look as long and lean as possible.
Well, these people, pedal pushers. It's the same,
basically the same.
Those are not flattering.
How short can you go without being considered capri? Like, what's ankle length, okay?
Ankle length isn't capri. It would have to be say 3 or 4 inches above
That's a
there.
Kardashian.
I mean, you don't think that's not a good idea?
No.
Okay.
I mean, why wear something in the middle? I mean, it's not just
I
not
have
cute.
a theory about why it's so pervasive and ubiquitous. Because for women, and many women have very busy lifestyles, you only have to worry about fitting one size, your waist, and the length of the pant falls where it does. Otherwise, you have to be concerned with what shoe are you wearing, what height is the heel. But I believe that these things are important.
But what about, you and I had a little bit of a discussion before about leggings, the black workout pants, which I love, and you
don't like them?
No, he doesn't.
Well, I don't like, here's my question. When did the legging become a pant? It's HOSIERY.
They're so comfortable. I got them on now. They're really comfortable.
Sherry, comfort is highly overrated.
I will tell you, because this is like at every school drop-off. I mean, women are wearing these all the time.
I mean, it's kind of spooky when you look at it from this angle.
It's too much information. Can I also say, though, you have a fabulous physique, and most women who are wearing these are not you.
Okay, well, I think you have. That's me.
That's me?
No, that's me. Because I like leggings, but I can't worry about her physique. And,
You don't have to in the
What you
leggings.
really have to do is have it come down to just to the top of your thigh.
That's because you don't want to see my stomach. That's why, you know. So have
Well, if you want me to see your stomach, I'm happy to look at it.
You can wear those tights if you wear like a long thing that goes down.
That's what they're meant to be. That's what they're meant to be.
That's what they're supposed to be. But then you're not supposed to be looking. And you're right, because I saw a woman yesterday who had no business.
Wearing leggings.
Because when she walked, it was like boom, 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 boom. And you could see through, you know, in the sun, you can see through them. And it's just like, honey.
Maybe she was going to work out. Maybe. That's the hope. You wear them in hopes that you might run somewhere.
Samantha Brick, who previously made headlines for her article on how hard it is to be beautiful, has written a new column claiming she's been on a diet for the past 30 years because women know that being overweight is never attractive and that, quote, nothing signifies failure better than fat.
What's very interesting about this woman, Samantha Brick, is she's married, and she said that her husband helps her stay thin because he told her, if you gain weight, I'm going to leave you. I mean, and you better hope that he doesn't have another shallow reason for leaving you behind. If something happens, if you hurt yourself.
To be left with some really obese woman.
Issues that she's dealing with. She's too pretty. She's not, you know, she thinks being fat is a failure. I think there's a lot of internal stuff that she needs to work on.
Basically,
lady.
She makes the point though that if you want to be successful, which is for her being thin, which says that to people that you're successful, work hard. Your partner, your spouse should actually be someone who is your weight coach. Like that is part of their job. Like they must, if they love you, sort of tell you.
If your husband or your wife says, you don't want to get heavy, what's wrong with that?
I also want to challenge
You're
the
really
word
picking out.
diet.
The diet, right.
Because for me, diet means I'm depriving myself of something today that I would have had yesterday. But if in fact it's just your routine, and it happens to be X number of calories, then it's just the way it's your routine.
And it's one thing to be healthy, being at the healthiest that you can be. But for her to say, you won't be successful unless you're thin.
I have to tell you, I've had an ass for years. I'm also an EGOT winner. So success is not about what you look like, it's about what you do in your life and how you see yourself. Yes, how you see yourself. We're going to be right back with the most successful business.